guys, it's Kaitlin and welcome back to my channel. Recently, I've been getting a lot of questions revolving around my major, what I'm studying, how I chose my major, if I've had any regrets about choosing my major. And so today in this video, I'm going to be talking about how I chose my major and how I currently am studying with my major and if I had any doubts / regrets when going and studying my major at my school. So if you guys don't already know, I'm studying marketing communications with a digital media focus at Emerson College in Boston. And so I remember during grad season last year when I graduated high school, everyone kept asking me, Kaitlin, what are you studying? And when I would tell them I'm studying marketing communications or like digital media around that area, everyone was like, oh wow, that seems like a perfect fit for you. And in the moment, I was kind of just like, yeah, you know what you're saying. I know what I'm doing. But in all reality, I was really just like not completely sure that's what I wanted to put myself on and that career path that I wanted to be on for the rest of my college career and just like my regular life. And so first I just want to get into like the whole application process and my applying to schools during my senior year. So I remember the summer before my senior year and maybe September and October because I applied early action and early decision to actually one college. But before I started applying, before I even did my essay or any of my applications, I took the time to realize what I am actually passionate about and what I love doing on a day-to-day basis. And so I took the time to realize what I was passionate about, who I looked up to, what I consumed on a daily basis, and this is where I got to the point where I was just listing things on a piece of paper that just made me enjoy life and just enjoy my day-to-day, everyday basis. So I recommend you guys doing this if you are in the application process or you're just trying to decide if you don't know what major you want to do yet. If you're undecided, write down a list of all of the things that you love doing and all of the things that you are passionate about. For me, it's content creation, digital media, graphic design, business, and telling stories in a visual way. The list can go on and on about this, but when you make a really big list, narrow it down to a couple of them where you see that are most frequent. Like all of the things I just mentioned are kind of incorporated together in some type of way that I love doing and I want to pursue my life and my career in. Take the time to realize what subjects you are actually enjoying in high school. I know in high school, for me, like I was just trying to get my way through high school. I didn't really necessarily had a passion for what I was learning within high school, but I realized some of the subjects that I enjoyed going to. So for me, that's math. And another class that really stuck out to me was yearbook, and I loved yearbook. I took that my senior year and I realized I love this so much. And so I narrowed down all of the things that I was passionate about, some of the subjects that I enjoyed, and some of the subjects that I didn't enjoy, so I could just put that on a side, and all of the fields and careers within those subjects I didn't have to worry about because I knew that I just wasn't passionate about that subject. So you have to ask yourself, where do you see yourself succeeding in the long run? And this is where I narrowed my field down to the business field. So after I figured out what field I wanted to be in and I wanted to be in the business field, I started looking at the schools that I was really interested in and looking at their programs and to see what they had. So I didn't necessarily know what I wanted to be in. I just knew that I wanted to be in the business field while applying. And so when I looked at my schools, I could see what programs that they had and watch a bunch of YouTube videos, do a lot of research on all of these schools and what programs they have to offer to me. So after I visited, did more research, I narrowed these schools down to the ones that I wanted to apply to. This helped me realize what programs all of these had in common and what they didn't, and so it kind of helped me figure out what school I wanted to apply to, which ones I was leaning more towards, and the majors that I was leaning towards. So this leads me to marketing. Marketing combines two different things that I'm very passionate and interested in learning more about: business and creating a brand, as well as content creation and graphic and visual design. After I figured out what major I wanted to put on my application, I still looked at the other programs just in case I wanted to apply. I ultimately knew that I can switch or transfer into another program at some of the schools somewhat easily. And after the whole application process, after all of the waiting and the decisions, I chose Emerson College and to get my Bachelor of Science in Marketing Communications. So what do I really want to do in the marketing communications industry? As an individual, I want to be able to change the industry. On a daily consumption, if I'm scrolling through media, if I'm scrolling through social media, or even I'm going to the grocery store, I see advertisements literally everywhere. And I see the lack of representation. I see all of the misogyny. The history of advertisements are just like truly mind-blowing to me. I want to be able to transform the marketing industry. And that's what I want to do as an individual, as a student at Emerson. And I feel like Emerson is a really perfect fit for me because a lot of the other students that are studying marketing have the same mindset that I'm in. And so going into college and like studying with people that want to study what I want to study is really inspiring because we're all kind of like-minded, but all of us want to go different directions in the marketing field. You might be wondering, Kaitlin, like, what's your end goal? What do you want to do with your degree? What do you want to do after? I literally don't know and I have no idea, and that's okay. I know that's okay, and I still have a couple years to figure that out. I just know that I'm in the right field and I'm on the right path to succeed in my career. So when it came to studying during my freshman year, because if you guys didn't know, I'm a rising sophomore, graduating in 2023. During my freshman year, I took a lot of gen eds and I only took 2 marketing classes actually. These 2 marketing classes helped me dip my toe into the field, and I actually learned so much what I want to actually learn. And so it was really, really fun and interesting to me to be able to learn something that I didn't in high school because it was more focused and it's a more focused environment. I did have doubts during my freshman year because at Emerson there was another program that I was really interested into applying into. During my second semester, I was taking a class that enrolled all of the students in the other major, and this is the Business of Creative Enterprises major at Emerson, if you guys are familiar. I was really interested in that major while applying, but now I realize I know I want to be in the marketing communications field and I want to learn more about marketing. So also when applying, you also may think of money versus doing what you love, especially in the business field, but in general, it's really easy to get caught up in what your career and income is going to be after you graduate and after you have a stable career in the workforce. So you have to think to yourself, down the road, are you going to be happy because you're doing what you love, or are you happy just because you have a stable income? Find your happy medium. Find what you are going to love doing every single day. I know that is what my goal is for the end of college and for my career path. I know I want to be doing something every single day that I love doing. Yes, we're in it for a career and a stable income, pay off all of the student debt and loans after we graduate, but you also have to realize, like, this is what you're going to be doing for the next couple of years. And the last thing I have for you guys is don't think that you cannot switch your majors. I know at some schools it's harder to switch your major while you're at school, but for the most part, a lot of schools are really lenient in when you want, or like if you have doubts and you want to change your major. I know the first time that I met with my advisor that I told her, like, I think I have doubts, like, I don't know. And she kind of like led me to a decision that I want to stay on this path. And sometimes you just need like a little heads up or a checkpoint within your path just to make sure you're doing what you want to do. So that's all I have for you guys in this video. I hope you did get something out of this, and I hope you did learn or get something out of this video. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're not already, go subscribe to my channel down below and click the notification bell to be notified every single time I upload. I'm moving into Boston soon, and yeah, comment down below if you guys are moving in or when your school starts. I'd love to know. If you guys want to see any specific content from me, make sure to comment that down below as well. But I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!